Hey! I almost did this stream on time. It is 5:45. I had it on my calendar to go live at 5, and when the reminder popped up, I was not happy to see it, to be honest. Because I am exhausted today, and I have not been able to shake it. So I must just be trying to take on too much and not getting enough sleep. I'm trying to slip. I'm trying to switch up my sleep schedule, as I've talked about a bunch, and I was really on track in January for the most part, but I got off track for the past few weeks. I can't believe February is almost over. Like, it's nuts. It's nuts. This month went by so fast. And yeah, I've just been trying to get back onto an earlier sleep schedule and wake schedule. And so I think that's just been really tiring. But I've been drinking a lot more coffee recently, and like pretty much every day. And it's not really helping. like I probably 8 ounces of coffee, and I still feel exhausted, and it's so frustrating because I wanted to go to yoga today and could not muster up the energy, and I have a ton more work to do, and all I want to do is sit in bed. I just finished watching a TV show just to kind of take a break, and I don't know if I should take a nap or not because I want to go to bed at an early time. So it's just frustrating. I feel like low energy is such a frustrating feeling, because especially when you don't know how to like shake it. So I tried spending time in the sun today. I went for a walk. I used my rebounder, my mini trampoline. I drank the coffee. I've been drinking lots of water. And so the only thing that I can think of is maybe it's just the sleep stuff. I don't know. There's a lot going on for me in the next few weeks, and I want to make the most of it. So I don't know how long this video will be, but I just wanted to show up on a Monday night as close to 5 as possible, because that's my commitment to you guys. And I hope you watched my last video, because that one was very peppy. I was in a really good place a few days ago, and I recorded that. And I'm still in a really good place. Things are very, very good. So in that last video, I talked a lot about my decision to get a Tesla. If you haven't seen that video, check it out. I have not ordered it yet, but I'm close. I'm nervous about it now that it's like I've made up my decision about which of the cars I'm getting, or the options. I'm getting the Model 3, and it's a really scary process, which I talked a lot about in that last video from a few days ago. Just it's tough to make a decision like that. For me, it's a lot of money, and yet most of the process isn't that hard. Again, I talked a ton about all of that in the other video, so if you have questions, watch the other video first, where I talk all about the Tesla. And I thought that I was going to order it last night, and I was like, oh, I'm going to wait. And then I kind of needed to wait sort of till today, because I needed to find out about my current car, my electric car that I've had on lease, and I got some more information about that whole thing. And basically I have to turn my car in a week from today, my Fiat, which is really, really surreal. It's surreal to me that 39 months have gone by. That's how long my lease was. I mean, that's just, that's a scary thing. And I, how I said that this month went by really fast. I feel like a lot of people experience that. And it's so true. Life just goes by so fast. So fast. I always feel this right before I go to the Natural Products Expo. I go twice a year, and I'm going next week. It starts next Thursday, and I have put so much work into the expo this year, and I feel like I still could do so much more. And every Natural Products Expo I go to, it's well, the one in Anaheim in March is always 4 days long, and I go 4 days straight. Like, I get up at like 7 or 8 in the morning, and I go until like nonstop until at 11 or 12 at night, every single day, except for Sundays, a little bit of shorter day. And every year I just think like, this is going to go by so fast, and it does. And it's, a lot of us have those milestones in our lives where something just feels like it goes by faster than we can possibly imagine. And yeah, it's weird, and it's kind of scary looking back on things that felt like they just started or they just happened, and realizing how much time has passed. I've been in this place coming up on, this will be my 5th year here, which is also really nuts. I was only supposed to live in this home for 3 months, I think, and it turned into almost 5 years, and it'll probably go well and beyond. Like, I don't have any plans to move, and my landlord doesn't seem to want me to move, so I don't know. That's weird too. I can't believe 5 years. Yeah, time is interesting. So with that said, I think it's so important to really get clear on our goals and what we want, and just go for it. And that's part of the reason I want this Tesla. As I talked about in the other video, I'm using some of the money that I got from my inheritance from my grandparents, because I really have wanted this car for so long, and where I've dreamed about it. I actually didn't think that I would get this car probably as soon as I'm going to, but I've been really like dreaming about having a Tesla for many years, and fortunately I did receive a small inheritance from my grandparents, and I just always am thinking about what would they want me to do with it. And I think like inheritances are interesting because somebody passes away and you're getting part of the money that they left behind. And that's why I feel like money can just be so interesting. Like, a lot of people want to save their money, but why? Like, we never know when we're going to be taking our last breath. We can think that maybe we have a certain amount of time, but we don't know. And so if you really want something and you have the money, in my opinion, it's obviously very important to kind of weigh out all the pros and cons of how you're going to spend it. But if ultimately you're always leaning towards spending it on something, you probably should. And with the money that my parents and my grandparents gave me, and I think about my grandfather, and he probably would be so excited about me getting a Tesla if he was still around. And like, I always cry when I think about him. I miss him a lot, but I wish I could tell him, I was talking to my dad the other day. It was my dad's father, and I was telling my dad I bought also this the Apple HomePod recently. That was another financial splurge, and I'd wanted this speaker that Apple makes now for a long time. Ever since I heard that they were making one, I was like, I gotta get that speaker, and I did. And I was telling my dad about it. It's got all these cool features, and my dad was like, wow, your grandfather would have loved that. He would have wanted one of those. My grandfather was the type of guy that really felt sad as he got older, because he was seeing all this cool technology develop, and once he started like losing his hearing and his eyesight, he wasn't really able to experience that stuff. And he would say things like, yeah, I wish that I could have experienced an iPhone and all this cool stuff, And so I think like the Tesla for me is, as I've talked about in the other video, I got a lot of things to it, but I really feel like my grandfather would have been supportive of me spending his money on that. So yeah, so I think I just have to like find the courage to actually put in the order. I have to put down $2,500 to reserve or not reserve the car, but like put in my order. And then I have to pay the person who's sharing their reservation with me which is another $1,000. So I'm going to be spending like $3,500 this month from my inheritance. And it's a lot of money, but I think I'm making the right choice. So there's that. And also I wanted to share with you guys, now that people have started to join, something cool that I'm part of, and I was hoping that you'd be all right with me using this as practice. Part of the reason that I'm tired and I've just been doing a lot of work, and one of the projects that is my big focus this week is the launch of this new product called True Vani Turmeric. I'm a huge fan of turmeric, and I really love it for the anti-inflammatory purposes. So I've been taking a turmeric supplement for years, off and on. I try to take it daily. It depends, like if I have turmeric at the time or not. But I also really love to have turmeric in drinks, so like turmeric lattes, for example, or I'll put it in smoothies. So I have a huge bag of turmeric powder in my kitchen, and I have like smaller turmeric, which I'll use to cook sometimes. And I'm really fascinated by turmeric. It's this bright orange color, and there's so many ways that you can use it, but it also has a ton of health benefits. So you may have heard of my friend Vani. She has the brand The Food Babe. I met Vani at the Natural Products Expo, I think in 2012. Yeah, I think it was 2012 I met her for the first time, and I'm really fortunate to call her a friend. She's just an incredible person. If you don't know much about her work, I'll link to it. She is just really passionate about food transparency, ingredients, and all of that. And she invited me to be part of the launch of this brand new product. So she created this new company called True Vani. Here's the label. And her very first product is this turmeric supplement. And it's so exciting. I don't know what it is about it, but I think it's part of it's just the fact that I know the ingredients are so high quality, but it's also got this kind of like a cool texture to it, which I like. A lot of the turmeric supplements I've taken before are in capsule form. So anyways, I'm part of this launch, and I'm an affiliate of hers, so that means that I'll be promoting it a lot. And if anybody buys through my specific link, which is linked in the description if any of you guys decide to get it, I receive a small commission from that. And they have a special deal going on this week for 10% off. So if you want turmeric, this is a great opportunity, and I thought that I would share with you guys some of the health benefits. And I'm not meaning for this video to be like one big sales pitch. This is part of what's going on in my life. And I also kind of need to practice talking about it, because whenever I promote a product, I always start with my authentic and enthusiasm for it. So for me, like what I just explained, how I use turmeric, why I use it, all of that, I really want to only share things that I actually use and believe in. So that's definitely the case with turmeric. But what I struggle with when I'm sharing information is I'm not very good at memorizing facts. I have to like basically like say them over and like memorize them like I would like a school test, a quiz, like prepare for a quiz or something like that. So I wanted to share with you guys just some of the details so that you can be informed, but also to be fully transparent, I would like to practice talking about this. So I hope that's okay with you guys. So Vani, like I said, is really passionate and knowledgeable about ingredients. So she's all about transparency. You may have heard of her big splash, or first big splash I should say, was years ago. She did a campaign around Subway and exposed Subway for they were using some like yoga mat chemical in their bread, and she actually got Subway to take it out. So she did this whole campaign explaining how, you know, what was actually in it. And she did this with Starbucks. She's done this with a lot of different brands, exposing them and asking them to change. And she's really, really good at creating social change, which is one of the reasons I admire her so much. So she wanted to create her own company, creating products that she actually would use and also offering them to the world so that they knew that the products that they were taking were exactly what they said they were. And I really feel like this is a good opportunity for me to finish reading this book. I think I only read like a chapter or two when I got this. So I feel like I should first start with this, and I can share with you guys the things that I'm learning. If any of you have ever read this, let me know. I feel like, I don't know a ton of people that have read it. I'm sure it did very well. Bonnie has a really great audience, but anyways, where was I going with that? So yes, that's why she started this company. So it's all about transparency, and she has this beautiful booklet. This is her again. How pretty is that photo? I love this. She believes in real food without added chemicals, products without toxins, and labels without lies. That is the part that I find most interesting, is labels without lies. It just started getting me to think, like, how many products am I buying that there's more than the eye can see, right? Like, I don't know if they're lying necessarily, but maybe they're preventing you from knowing the truth, or not prevent. Sorry, that didn't come out right. Like, they're not being fully transparent, basically. So, like I said, I've been taking turmeric for a long time, but after receiving this from Vonnie, I'm now wondering, like, what's in the other turmeric products that I've been taking. And I don't know if she can talk about that. I'm probably going to ask her next time I see her in person, because I don't know if she can publicly share, but I bet there's all sorts of crazy stuff. Actually, let me pause for a second. So Vonnie and I have a mutual friend named Max Goldberg, who runs this wonderful site called Living Maxwell. And Max is also super passionate about transparency. He's really into like the organic stuff. He actually just messaged me the other day asking what I thought about the Impossible Burger, which you guys may know I'm obsessed with the Beyond Burger. But the Impossible Burger is a similar burger that's designed for like people that love meat to eat a patty or any type of beef without animals in it. So it's like replicating the experience of beef. And Max has found out that they are doing some kind of not, or pretty bad things with their food. Now, I still have a lot to learn about it, but I really trust Max. He's not a sensationalist. He's very practical, and when he's telling me that there's a company that's not fully transparent, that makes me believe in it. So I am going to do a lot more research about the Impossible Burger. I will probably not promote it at all anymore. I wasn't really promoting it in a big way because I'm a bigger fan of the Beyond Burger, but I wanted to mention that to you guys because, you know, a lot of people are really excited about the Impossible Burger, but at what cost? Like, what are we putting into our bodies? I don't even know if the Beyond Burger is that great, right? I mean, it's certainly a processed food, and so I think having those things in moderation. But that's what to me is really interesting, is that food is one thing, right? Because a lot of us switch up our food a lot. We have things in moderation. But things like supplements are products that we're taking every single day, right? Like, these are usually not in moderation. This is a daily thing. So once you buy something like this, the whole purpose is to take it daily. And that's why this is super interesting to me. So continuing on here, they test their ingredients when they acquire them, and then they get the final product evaluated by third-party facilities. So that way they're getting it tested by people without major biases, which I think is super great. They also believe that they should put companies should always put people over profits. And that's super interesting to me too, is that I wonder, like, let's use Impossible Burger for example. Are they putting profit over people, or are they putting a cause in a way over people, right? Like, the Impossible Burger, I think part of the reason that product exists is to reduce the environmental footprint of meat, or, you know, because meat has such a big environmental footprint for the most part. the Impossible Burger is a more eco-friendly choice, and it's a cruelty-free choice, right? But then you start to wonder, is if that's causing harm to people that are eating it, long-term harm potentially, isn't that cruel? Isn't that a bad impact? So for me, I love companies that have a very deep commitment to the earth and people and animals simultaneously. So she says here, it's our health, it's our safety, it's our life. And they are going to come out with more products, which I think is really cool. So this is their turmeric, and if you guys didn't know, I'll give you a little turmeric lesson here. It's a powerful root that has been used for centuries in Ayurveda, which is a medical system that originated in India, and Chinese medicine as well. So you'll see the turmeric root, there's a picture of it here I can show you. Kind of looks like ginger. You can buy it in the store whole. I love to buy it that way, and I've juiced it, I'll grate it. But, you know, it's really easy to find in powder or supplement form, which is really nice. And it's packed with nutrients and antioxidants. Some of the health benefits is it's really good for radiant skin. I actually did not know most of this, so this is also interesting to me, because it provides proper nourishment and helps your body produce more radiant and healthy looking skin. It supports weight loss. Interesting. It can positively influence weight management in overweight people. So I wonder, does it only help if you're overweight, or could it help if, I mean, what is overweight too? Is it like the doctor's version of overweight, or is it when we personally feel like we're over the weight we want it to be? It encourages healthy cholesterol levels. It optimizes vitality. This is interesting. It can fight excess free radicals in the body that can damage cells and diminish health. It supports brain health. It helps maintain healthy cognitive function and working memory. It boosts stress tolerance, which is always very helpful. It's an anti-inflammatory. This is the main reason that I've taken turmeric for so long. I like to take this, especially when I'm working out a lot. I'll take it after I work out, and I'll do it anytime I feel inflamed, which is often because of my food sensitivities. And that's what it's really well known for. I did not realize it had all these other benefits. So it supports healthy joints, it promotes heart health, and it supports healthy metabolism, which is great. And that's really like the main point of taking this. What's also cool is these come in these little tablets. They don't have like gelatin capsules. They're just these little guys. Ooh, I better be careful because it can really stain you. I got some powder on me. You don't want to put it around anything like white or anything that could be easily stained. But you can actually crush this up. So I'm going to try that. And I was thinking of turning this into a recipe, but it's such a small pill. It's probably only like 1/4 of a teaspoon size. So it would take a bunch of pills, and I feel like it's a bit of a waste because this is not a cheap supplement due to all the hard work that goes into this. I actually don't even know how much it costs, so let's find out, shall we? Should probably know that. But you guys do get 10% off minimum. It depends on how much you buy. So if you use my link, that includes a special discount code there. So if you do want to check it out, I mean, I think it's probably going to be the best turmeric supplement out there. It's just, you know, I like to take things for a long period of time. So I think my commitment, loyalty to this brand will really grow over time, and I'll keep you guys posted on all of that. I don't see why there's any reason not to buy this over other supplements. You can certainly get turmeric root, you know, just the actual root. You can get the powder and all of that, but are you going to actually have it every day in that form? I'm not somebody who does. I'm someone that likes to take the pills. So when I wake up, I have my probiotics next to my water jug. So I always take probiotics in the morning. I have a really cool vegan supplement that I'll be talking about on the main channel soon. That amazing. Just like it's got like B12 and a few of two other vital nutrients. So I keep that in my fridge. It needs to be refrigerated. So I try to take that every day. And you know, I'll take the turmeric whenever I can. But my point is I'll take that a lot more frequently than I would, even though the powder is literally, I can see it right now. It's in my kitchen in plain sight, but it's not something that I'll take every day unless I get into the habit of like creating a particular smoothie with that ingredient. But anyways, I'm just going to look up how much this costs so I can tell you guys that. And if you have any other questions, just let me know, and I can always ask Vonnie directly too. That's one of the advantages of, for me, partnering with people that I actually know, is not only do I trust them, but I can get lots of information about it. Where is my link? So I think I'm going to start to wrap things up because I'm going to spend a little bit more downtime. And then I have a bunch of other things that I'm working on. So I mentioned, I think last week and probably in another video, that I'm working on multiple events. My heart skips a beat every time I talk about it because I'm so excited, and it's been so much work. There's just so much involved with putting on these events, and there's a couple things that I need to have finalized, and I don't know how it's all going to come together, but I have to just trust that it will. And that's scary, but exciting at the same time. And my events are designed to help vegans connect with one another at this trade show. So I know at the very least it's just all a great cause, and the rest of it I'm just kind of leaving up to see what happens. Having a lot of faith. So that, I'm working on that. I'm working with, if you saw my main channel, I'm working with this really cool company called Outstanding Foods. I'm a social media consultant for them, and just been helping them develop and refine their social media plan, and that's been so rewarding. They're making this incredible vegan snack. It's a vegan bacon snack, so it's like chips that taste like bacon, and I think they're so incredible. So that's been fun. I have worked with them. Let's see, Expo, True Vonnie, Outstanding Foods. Oh, and of course I have like my community. So I have 2 online communities. I have Eco Vegan Pal, which I really will continue to encourage you guys to be part of, because it just continues to unfold in so many beautiful ways. If you want deeper ways to get involved with me, to support me, to connect with other people, Eco Vegan Pal is really the best way to do it. You can sign up for a monthly or annual plan, and it's just a great online community with all these features: book club, movie club, accountability programs, just like cool ways to connect with one another. And I'm working on a bunch of like discounts for you guys and all of that. And then I have the care packages, which I'm still actually putting up as an option. So if you go to ecoveganpal.com/care package, I'll put that in the link below. I still have a few left, and I was going to like close it last week, but I think I'm just going to keep it open until I sell out. So if you guys have any interest in that, I've been packing those up, getting those ready for people, and it's, again, just super, super rewarding. I have over 200 products to share with anybody who signs up for this care package, and everybody gets at least 8 to 10 products, probably more at this point. So highly recommend looking into that. You're basically just paying for shipping and handling, and then you get this cool care package from me. So I've been working on that, and then my other community is called Creative Wealth Community, and that's where I do some of my coaching, my business coaching, and I love that so much. Creative Wealth is something that I just want to put more time and heart into. So once I finish up with Expo, I'll move on to the next project. And then also later this year, I'm working on some ways to celebrate the 10-year anniversary of Eco Vegan Gal. And yeah, so October of this year is my 10-year anniversary. And it's a huge milestone for me, so I wanted to celebrate by doing events at major cities around the country. So in order to make that happen, my dream is to have the Tesla and to drive it across country and stop in all these different cities. I want to do that so badly. And so what I want to do is have a sponsor who can help cover my hotel costs, who can help with the charging costs, because you have to pay to charge certain places with the Tesla, and then help me cover the event costs. So if that all happens, then hopefully I get to meet some of you guys for the first time in person, and you can meet each other. And maybe I'll even do it internationally too at some point. So that's one of my semi-long-term goals. Okay, last but not least, let me check the price of True Vani, because I keep saying I'm going to. Oh, okay. It's actually, for some reason, I thought this was going to be like $70, you guys. Why? Because I was taking a turmeric supplement from Organifi, and let me see how much Organifi's is. I love Organifi, and I'm going to actually see them for the first time in a while, the people behind the brand, at the Natural Products Expo. But I'm like super curious now. Organifi seems to have super high standards, but now I'm like, I want to just get the inside scoop from Bonnie and hopefully be able to pass that on to you guys, because I just wonder, like, is Organifi as high quality as I've thought they were? And where are the different levels? That to me is confusing, and maybe that's answered in Bonnie's book. I'll keep you guys posted. But anyways, I bring up Organifi because I'm an ambassador for them too, and I really love, like, they have a turmeric powder that's fantastic. It tastes so good. I take that turmeric powder almost every day, and it's like a mix with like I think it is reishi mushrooms. My phone is acting very slow, and I think their products are pretty expensive. Let me look it up. I'm pretty sure that their stuff is like in the $50 to $70 range, which is a little bit nuts in my opinion. I mean, the Organifi Gold is really good. I would definitely buy that no matter what it costs. Organifi Gold, yeah, it's $70. How? I'm like, what? Why is it $70? But I have to tell you guys, like, when you get hooked on something really good, let's see how many servings are in there. It has lasted me a while. I take it, like I said, almost all the time, almost every day. Oh, they say it's a 30-day supply, but maybe I just literally don't take it every day. So if you didn't take it every day, it would last you a long time. It's so good. I'm going to link to that too. I'll leave you guys my affiliate link for Organifi, because I really enjoy it. And so anyways, how much does Organifi charge for their daily turmeric supplement? Okay, theirs is $50. That's a lot of money. It is organic, but still, that's a lot of money, isn't it? I personally, if I wasn't getting stuff like that for free from brands, except for turmeric gold, I think I'd make an exception for turmeric gold. I'm going to run out of the bottle eventually and might have to buy some. It's so delicious. But yeah, so this is surprising. I guess this is normally $35. You can use my 10% off coupon, and if you buy more than one bottle at once, it goes down to like the $20 range. So to me, that's amazing. There's 90 tablets in here, which I'm now just realizing I've been taking one a day. I guess I'm supposed to take 3 a day. So this is a 30-day. This is like $1 a day for this, and super high quality. So I'm going to take my 2 bonus tablets that I forgot to take earlier. And that's that. I just want to say hi to Yachty. And you thought it was going to be $64 for this? Wow. See, I mean, it looks so beautiful. Like, that's the thing, is the packaging, the website, the high quality. Like, to me, like, $30-ish for this feels like a actually very good price, given like how much work they put into this and how authentic. So that makes me even more excited. You guys get my authentic reaction. Okay, so if you have any other questions, you guys have been pretty quiet. I'm going to give you a second. I also have a discount code for Organifi, so let me pull that up before I forget while I'm waiting to see if you guys had any other questions or comments. I love passing discounts on to you whenever I can. Organifi. Where is, okay. Oh, that's easy. Let me put this in the description. So if you use code EVG, I think it's 15% off. I think I have a 15% off discount. I'm telling you guys, Organifi Gold, so delicious. And I'm working on getting Organifi products at my event next week. But if you order the care package, you will definitely receive Organifi if you want it. I do not have any samples of Organifi, the turmeric gold, but I do have samples of their green juice powder, which I really, really like. And so if you want to try some of Organifi's products, you can get them mailed to you. And if you want to get Vonnie's True Vonnie, the link is down below. You can get that 10% off deal this week. And if you have any questions, let me know. I'll do my best to answer, or I'll just ask Vonnie herself. Well, thank you so much. I, as usual, went a lot longer in this video than I thought I was going to. My energy has increased, so I want to thank you guys for holding space for me, for letting me practice talking about True Vonnie, for sharing about what's going on in my life. I am so grateful for each and every one of you, and thank you for it all. Sometimes it's hard to end videos, like find a smooth way to say goodbye. So I'm just going to leave it at that. Bye everyone. I'll see you next Monday, hopefully.